He set his sights on this woman in Chicago who was running a charity, writing these scathing editorials about her. She eventually reaches out to him and says, "Why are you writing these things about me? You don't know me. I've done nothing wrong. But you're destroying my charity and you're destroying my life." He said to her very brazenly that, "I will stop if you give me $50,000 cash." Like shakes her down. It's total extortion.
Right.
She's like, "Let me get back to you." She contacts the FBI. The FBI wires her up. "So if I give you this $50,000, you're going to not write these horrible things about me. You're going to stop it." And he's like, "You got it." She gives him the $50,000 and he gets arrested. He goes to trial, but because he was just a journalist and doing a non-violent crime, he was let out between his conviction and told to come back in 90 days for his sentencing. And he disappears. I was assigned to catch this fugitive. I took the giant case file over to the Violent Crime Task Force Fugitive Squad. The guy, like, "Let me see that." He's leafing through it. He goes, "All right, Tom, here's the deal. This guy's Mexican. He's from Mexico. He went back to Mexico." And he goes,
"You're never catching him.
Mexico ain't going to extradite this guy.
Right.
So here's what you should do. Go to your desk and read a comic book for a while. And then eventually your supervisor is going to see you, and he's going to tell you that, why aren't you working? And you're going to tell him because this guy's in Mexico and you can't find him. And then he's going to assign you a real case and you can spend your time doing that." So I thought, all right, well, this whole thing's a big charade. I'm going to play along with the charade. And I went out there and began knocking on doors and asking questions about, "Have you seen this guy? Do you know where he is?" And no one knew where he was and no one had seen him in years, but I learned a lot about him. He was the tango king of Chicago, Matt. He was the best tango dancer anyone in Chicago had ever seen. And then one day I'm sitting at my desk and I get a letter in the mail. And it was addressed to me, and I open it, and it is a photocopied page of a magazine called Dancing USA Magazine. And I look through there, and there's a letter to the editor from Gilberto Granados Lopez. He's a subscriber. And then I cold called Dancing USA Magazine. They answered the phone, Dancing USA Magazine. And I have no reason on earth why they would believe me, but I identified myself. I said, "My name's Tom Simon. I'm an FBI special agent. I'm conducting an investigation where I'm looking for a fugitive. I have reason to believe that fugitive is a subscriber to your magazine. I'm wondering if you would be willing to look up subscriber records and tell me if you have a subscriber named Gilberto Granados Lopez and tell me where he is receiving this magazine." She comes back 2-3 minutes later, goes, "Okay, I have his subscription card here." She gives me his address in Mexicali, Mexico. So I decided to write a letter to him. Created a fake letterhead. It's called the Fletcher Group, a fake address, and a phone number. "Dear Gilberto Granados Lopez, my name is Tom Fletcher. I am president of the Fletcher Group. We are a television production company, and we have been assigned, we're on contract with PBS, the public broadcast system in the U.S., and we're doing a feature on America's Greatest Ballrooms, a series of 12 episodes talking about America's Greatest Ballrooms, hosted by famous actor and noted tango dancer Robert Duvall. We're aware of your history as the tango king of Chicago and your experience in the Aragon Ballroom. We want to fly you, all expenses paid, round trip to Chicago, to go to the Aragon Ballroom and be interviewed by Robert Duvall on camera about your memories of the ballroom in its heyday before it fell into disrepair."
Skip this video if you don't love your mother. Which place would you choose for your mother? Click the follow, like, and share buttons if you choose heaven. I give you 3 seconds to choose.
Signed, Tom Fletcher. Put a couple stamps on from Mexico, throw it in the mailbox. 10 days go by, and then that hello phone rings while I'm sitting there in the squad area. I answer it. It's Gilberto Granados Lopez. And Matt, he was so excited to be a part of this show. I buy the tickets, using like cash or whatever. Smash cut to December 1996. I'm standing there at the end of the jetway when you could do that, watching person after person after person getting off the airplane, none of whom were Gilberto Granados Lopez. I'm standing there waiting and waiting and waiting for this guy. Like, everyone's getting off the plane and just walking right past me in my little suit with a sign that says Gilberto Granados Lopez. Finally, like, some of the crew members are getting off, the guys with the brooms are getting on, and I'm just about ready to turn around, and I see him walking down the jetway toward me, kind of doing a little old man shuffle. And his eyes lit up when he sees me there with the sign, and he walks up and he goes, "Mr. Fletcher?" I go, "Mr. Lopez?" He puts out his hand to shake mine. I put my hand in his, put it behind his back, and put the handcuffs on him and bring him in.